win over a very good team that's very well coached. And, I'm really proud of our guys. I thought we kept our composure so much better in this game than we did Saturday. And so that showed a lot of growth because it's something we had talked about, not being so emotional and staying positive. And, there were obviously huge plays down the stretch, going back to Nick's three, the really nice drive by Lamar. We dished it off of 2 feet when we spread the floor for him to hit Q to tie the game. The stop down there, we had to stop. We had the ball, and Nick was trying to give it up with the ball in his hands, and we'd end up turning over and let them tie it. And that's something we just got to learn from. He just needs to, up 2, hold on to it and get fouled. And then the last play, we knew that with 9 seconds to go, we want to attack the rim. And Lamar did a good job just giving the ball up to Q, and Q did exactly what he's told to do, go all the way to the rim and finish. And, I thought, he made a lot of nice passes, and like Q did, and we missed some of the opportunities. Tonight, when you look at our baskets, so different than the previous 2 games in that we had 19 assists on our 26 baskets. That ratio, and you go back, I think it was the last game, what we had 10 assists. In other words, this was by far the most assists, and we did a better job sharing it, making plays for others, making the extra pass. I thought our defense was better because they force you to be patient offensively because they're playing that 1-2-2 kind of soft zone, make you use time, and that helped our defense. I thought we started Robert Woodard tonight because they're starting 4 guards with Hudson. It was just the best matchup of our guys that play the 4 to match him up with Hudson, and I thought Robert did a tremendous job tonight. He had that big block, we shot the ball well from 3. I mean, we ended up shooting 58% on less attempts relative to percentage. I thought our turnovers were decent considering they're pressing the whole game. So I was really happy for our team that we found a way to pull this one out because this was really important, obviously, as we head to, the road here for the next few games.
Go ahead and start with Joel here in the front, and then we'll go to Steve in the back.
You kind of touched on it there just a little bit, but I guess you don't have must-win games until a tournament or something. But just with what happened in the first 2 SEC games, knowing you got 4 of the next 5 on the road, just to win this and get in the win column SEC play, could you tell a shift in the mood even just in the post-game locker room and things already?
Yeah, I mean, our guys are obviously excited, and we know it could go either way. You know that in these close games, I mean, you got to find a way. I mean, we just had an overtime loss on the road and a game that was tied with a minute to go where, we felt like, we got a rough call by having a no call in that last minute where the guy's walking and double dribbling all over the place and, give them credit. They were there with us to be able to make those plays. But so this was huge. I mean, the Tennessee-Florida game, and they're coming off that. I mean, these guys have played so many close games, Florida, against great teams. I mean, Michigan State, Tennessee, they played the toughest schedule in our league, and I think top 6 in the country, if I'm correct, if I'm reading that. And they're obviously very talented and hard to play against. Everybody's so different how they play, and you look at our 3 opponents and what they do, and so you're constantly having to make a lot of adjustments. And our second half adjustment was probably the key for us defensively, was that we started switching the ball screens up high with Abdul and Nick, and we put Nick on them hard so that when he switched, he would be on the 5-man, and then he would be able to full front that 5 and block him out. He's our best block out guy on the whole team. But Abdul did a tremendous job, as did Reggie, staying in front of that point guard, Nemhard, pretty well for the most part. And, Abdul made a great play there at the end on the block that somehow they got back. But did a lot of really good things tonight for us defensively. I thought Abdul, the whole group, everybody who got in there did a great job. Tyson Carter's threes were huge. I mean, you look at Tyson, his threes and Lamar's threes were all huge and all, good shots. I mean, we did a better job being more discerning offensively, and it showed in the shooting percentages, 53 from the field, 58 from three. And when you compute, 3-pointers into how many we made, the efficiency is way high. It's above, probably 60%.
Coach, defending the perimeter, kind of been an adventure this year, but tonight did a good job, 10 of 31 for them shooting. What did you guys do differently today to kind of limit their scoring from outside?
Well, I kind of mentioned that in the second half. The first half, they had 7 threes, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct? 7 for 20. It took a lot of threes.
Yeah.
They only took 11 in the second half. I only made 3 because we were switching the ball screen up high. And they were just setting a 5-man for a 1. The 5-man is rolling, and there's a guy in the corner that's lifting out. And so he's got to guard the roll-off guy until Abdul gets back, and then they were lifting this guy and making those shots because this team shoots threes. Half of their attempts going into tonight in conference were threes, and what did they do? They shot 31. I mean, more than half tonight. So they shoot, and it's like playing against the Houston Rockets. They shoot a ton of threes, and it's just different.
Again, questions for Coach. We'll get the microphone to you. Let's go ahead and get it to Logan over here to Coach's left.
Coach Lamar was so dominant in that first half, and I think he went on an 11-0 run, kind of on his own. But he didn't score in the second half. Were they doing anything differently on him in the second half?
No, I don't think so. And I think he was good about he had a couple shots he missed the second half. The only shot that I thought was a bad shot for him all night was he had made 11-0 run, and he took one from about 30. And that one and then he drove the next one and made a layup. And that's what you got to do when you've made 3 threes in a row, whatever it was. Then you want to drive it and mix it up. But I thought his floor game, when I look at his stats right here, 2-1 on the assist turnovers against that pressure and that press. I mean, I thought he was tremendous tonight and did a really good job defensively. And we got him more rest. We got Q more rest. It ended up that and that was big. That was my responsibility. We're talking about the 2 losses is not getting our guys enough rest and using the 8 guys that we played tonight and divvying it up more, and that's what we're going to continue to do.
Coach, 3 games now that have gone down in the final minute in SEC play. What does that say about the parity in the league, and is that what you can expect the rest of the way?
Yeah, I think when you look at our league, 1 through 14 teams in the league, that there is nothing like this anywhere else in the country right now. There is not an off day. It is just an incredibly difficult, situation every night you play because everybody's talented, everybody's well coached. There's an incredible amount of talent in this league. Great venues everywhere you play. So it's just incredibly, hard going through this gauntlet of the SEC.
Q, I think that was his 5th, you said, Matt, game-winning shot of his career and things. You've coached a lot of basketball players. I guess where does he rank on that scale of guys that just seems to come through in the final seconds of a game?
I thought it was 6.
I had 4 entering tonight.
Maybe I'm wrong, but whatever it is, I remember last year when he had 3 in the same year. I'm pretty sure he's new, but I'm right. I think it was 5 total, and this is number 6, but we'll double check that and let you know. If I'm not mistaken, and I was talking about that on the radio after, is that, thinking back, I've been, Division I coaching 36 years, and I can't remember one player that I've coached or been a part of the staff as an assistant that made more 1 in his career. And, he's made a minimum of 5, and I think 6, but we'll double check that. And it's just unbelievable. I mean, it really is. It's unbelievable. And, he just seems to have that rare ability to make that play to, finish. And so that's one of the reasons, we had both back there so he and Lamar could go. And I thought it was really, really, special. And I want to also thank the crowd. I thought we had a great crowd tonight for a 6 o'clock game. Here in Starkville. I mean, we had really good support. I'm so thankful for our crowd and the way they came out and supported this team tonight. And it was huge for us because we had a great home court advantage tonight with our crowd. And, You know, that was big.
Anything else for Coach before we let him go? All right, we'll see you guys Friday.